There are literally 327 reasons as to why guys making the first move is terribly unfair. First off, say I'm on a date with a young lady, and out of the blue, she just starts kissing me. For no reason. I wouldn't object. It would make things so much easier. Or at the beginning of the date, if she just said, hey, it's okay. If you want to kiss me by the end of the night, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's a verbal communication thing. Wouldn't that be so much easier to all the guys out there? But that has literally happened 0 times. Guys have to make the first move. I get it. It's part of the social norm. It's a thing. I get it. Here's how it goes. I will literally sit there for 15 minutes tuning the girl out, staring at her in the face, and it's not that you're boring. It really is. I could be out with a really cool girl. That's the worst part. She could be awesome, and I just start tuning her out, thinking of ways to make the first move, nodding my head like I give a shit about what she's saying. You could be talking about your cat that was murdered violently in your backyard by a coyote, and I wouldn't have the slightest clue. As a matter of fact, in my head I'm thinking, oh fuck, I haven't nodded in agreement to anything she said in the last 20 minutes or laughed hysterically. So in the middle of your cat dying story, I just come out of nowhere with, oh, that's rich, that's good. Yeah. Wait, what? The girl is the one who ultimately decides whether she will accept the kiss or the handy boob fondle, if you will. So putting that decision at the end of the night in my hands is just... But it's never going to change. It's just never going to change. It's always going to be that way. So I'm just always going to be socially awkward at the end of the night. As a guy who just has never mastered that technique, let me share something with you. I think, we're 5 feet away from each other, and that awkward slide-in, slow, romantic kiss just doesn't happen in my life. I'm not Channing Tatum in a romantic comedy in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm just sitting there, I'm tuning you out still, and all I'm wondering is when you're gonna pause your story long enough for me to attack your face violently and hope it wasn't random enough to scare the living shit out of you, causing you to run out of your own house. I think the only cheat code, Game Shark, easy access way of making the first move without having to overanalyze what the girl's thinking is to get insanely plastered and fall into the girl's face. Now, you're probably thinking, Mikey, that's terrible advice. All I'm gonna get is an insane welt in my head and my drunk self won't appreciate that at all. Wrong. That's actually something that your drunk self will not consider until the next morning when he's transitioning into your hungover self. And if you do decide to take that advice from me, where'd your lips land? A lot closer than before, huh? So ladies, if you're ever going on a date with some charming lad and he comes over to your place, pulls up in front, and you get into that car, look at him dead in the eye and talk to him. Let him know what you want. Hell, make out with him. I don't care. Pinch his nipples. Rub onto him in some sort of way. I know there's like that barrier in the car that kind of makes it a little difficult to edge over. Make your intentions known. Because you're f***ing with our heads. Guys, if you enjoyed that vlog, please give it a quick thumbs up for me. I'm going to be coming out with topical vlogs on my main channel now. If you want to watch my running around daily type vlogs, you can click right here. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.